We traveled to Ball Ground, Georgia to pick up this car. We didn't know what it looked like. We just knew it was a Rolls-Royce and it was black. It's actually in decent shape. It's a little dusty from sitting out for years. But Ball Ground is a cute little town. It's got 2,500 residents located in Cherokee County, Georgia. They have unique shops, restaurants, historic homes. It's just a cute little quaint town nestled in the Appalachian Mountains. As we were driving past, this vintage bus caught our eye. I did some research, and it's called the Ball Ground Burger Bus. You can actually eat inside there, which is really neat. We didn't have time this time, but maybe next time.
On today's episode at Resurrected Garage, we are offloading the 75 Rolls-Royce.
This is our first test drive in the Rolls-Royce. It has a low pressure brake light, but the other side seems to work and the car does have brakes. So we're just going to run it to the next road and back and see what happens. Should I go there and swing it around before I go down there?
Maybe. Seems like a good idea.
So far, so good. The brakes do something. Very little something, but something. I was like, that is a Rolls Royce.
And I am in a BMW.
You like that? Yeah. Second gear, okay. Yeah, those carbs are hot garbage. Those tires are hot garbage. The Trans has all 3 gears, that's a win. Definitely got a brake thing. Turn signal works, that's a win. We definitely make sure all this stuff works before we leave on a test drive. We definitely don't do it during the test drive.
Or during peak rush hour, like at 4 o'clock.
I guess it is actually. Smooth it is. Reverse. Definitely got a bushing going in that rear end. Or a CV joint or something. Something's unhappy. Use wide open throttle now. Okay.
What was that? Sounds scary.
Parts fell off.
Did they really?
Something fell off.
Are we gonna go back and get them?
Nah, whatever it was, it fell off and it can't hurt me no more. Yeah, the brakes work. It actually stops okay. And I think that sticky caliper is freed up. Yeah, it's much better. This is a 1975 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. It is our newest acquisition. And no, we did not forget about the trusty blue car. We are gonna finish that one. But this one kind of fell into our laps. This car belonged to one of my customers. He's got another Rolls that we work on from time to time. And he bought this car back, I think in 2015 was the oldest tag receipt I saw. But he bought it in Arizona and drove it home. And since then, he's enjoyed it. And it came to us with some brake issues. And it's got a fluid leak at the back and maybe some other issues. I don't know yet, but we ain't dove into it. But long story short, I ended up with it. So here you go. But we're gonna do a walk around and show you the car and show you inside, show you what works, what doesn't. just give it a general bill of health. But the paint job's okay on this car. It's not perfect, but it's better than most of the stuff we play with. Let's walk around the car. The white walls have got to go. It is too much white in this car. The paint's not perfect. It's got some clear coat issues here and there, and cracking and other big crack up here. There's some small imperfections, but nothing that can't be worked around.
Some bubbles right there.
Around the car. It's got the beautiful Rolls-Royce grill. Yes, the grill is backwards. I do that on all my Rolls-Royces. It's a joke. It's an inside joke. If you don't get it, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Leave it at that.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Open this bad boy up and show us the inside.
It's very green.
It's very green.
Someone in Britain was very proud of this green interior. I am not British, and I am not amused by it. It is very green and very hideous, but it's okay. The seats have a little wear and tear, but overall it's pretty good. The car actually has a headliner in it, which is more than our cars usually do.
Look at this like forest green like floor mat customized with Rolls-Royce. And this carpet's actually interesting. I did already clean the car, so sorry. But the carpet is like couple different pieces put in together. It's not just one big piece.
Like all the American
Like the American cars that we work on. Here's the back. It does have a spot there. A little bit of wear back there. We do have the seat cushions. I took them out to clean them.
The foot cushions.
The foot cushions.
Show y'all in the trunk. More green.
Oh, we found the original Rolls-Royce toolkit. I should show them. Or at least we think it's the original.
Yeah, it had an R on it. Apparently Rolls-Royce has King Dick tools. Be a King Dick when you drive your Rolls-Royce. A Kismet gauge. Interesting.
The wrench says something interesting too. It says
Brittle.
England.
I'm not familiar with it. Brittle. What does this say? Made in England.
When it does have the factory jack, we haven't took that out.
And a less factory sound system.
Modified. Random side note, since we forgot to mention it, the battery is in the back on these cars. It does have this carpet covering that's supposed to be up here and hide the battery. Seems like a good idea, unless your battery catches on fire or it leaks acid, then I'm sure it isn't a good idea, and it turns out looking like that. Bad things happened there. So fresh and so clean.
We need to show under the hood, or are you going to reuse the footage that I already did?
I think that under the hood's good.
Okay.
I guess is that it?
That's good to me.
So this is some of the stuff that was in the trunk. The original green sheepskin floor mats. I haven't cleaned those. And so far I've only found 3. I'm so sad. I don't know where the other one is. It's really disappointing because these are worth a lot of money. And we were going to say adios to them. 1 second and I'll show the other that we got out of the car.
What is all of that?
So this is the other 30 pounds of sheepskin that I've removed. The green was 20 pounds, so probably 50 pounds of like sheepskin woolness out of the car.
Are those seat covers?
Yeah, I think these are the headrests and the back, the front, the back, the front.
you're gonna have to clean that junk on. We're gonna put that junk back on.
And I guess the very back and maybe a bottom.
Yeah, I can't get this in your head in the shot. So.
But yeah, I think we also have an incomplete stuff here too.
It's complete enough that we're gonna install it and ride in luxury.
It's sweat.
Yeah. It's okay, the AC will be so good.
You'd have to have good AC with this amount of wool up in there.
Yeah. Under the hood, this thing's got a beast of a trunk release handle. It's like you're opening a drawbridge. Under the hood is complete. I don't know what else to say about it. It's the 6 3/4 liter engine. When I had it running, the AC compressor was running, so if I could figure out how to make it the air blow out the right places, it might have cold air. It's got twin SU carbs. I don't know a whole lot about it. I do know that one of these carbs is leaking oil at the bottom and the little stick was dry. It was that one. I think this one. Yeah, this one's nice and wet, the other one was dry, so that could have something to do with why it doesn't run exactly right. But it's all complete. I don't know a whole lot about what works and what doesn't. I know that it's got a brake fluid leak in the back, and one of the chambers doesn't hold fluid. That's the reason it came here originally. Well, let's give a quick rundown and see what works and what doesn't. I haven't been over this car at all. See if we have light action. We're leaking something. Sounds like gas. Should probably not do that. What is leaking? Float stuck in a carb. Get something to tap on that. Lights are dim but on. Lights in the back are on. Dash lights appeared to be on. My special Craftsman SU float repair tool. See if that doesn't free up those stuck floats and make this stop leaking fuel. And I still hear fuel leaking. Why are you leaking?
Now that these guys are parked side by side, you can tell the differences between the 72 and the 75. The first main one that I noticed was these vents down here are only on the 72. They did not carry over to the 75. The bumper is a little different. It's chrome all the way around and it has these 2 points that stick out. This one has a rubberish type piece and does not have the 2 pieces that stick out. Let's see what else we can find about the front. I think those are the main differences right there. We'll go check out the back. Well, marker lights are in the same spot. High, the low ones.
Oh, the mirrors are different. You can't see it over there because it's on the wrong side. But the 72 had a square mirror. This one has a round one. Let's keep going. Marker light still back there. Same spot. The back bumper is different on them as well. It has the same two stick out points, all chrome all the way across. This one has metal, and no, I guess they're called bumperettes, I think is the word. Not sure. This has the tag lighting. The 72 does not. Let's see, is there anything else? So the tail lights are a little different. This one has a section in the middle. I think that is it as far as the differences go exterior wise. If you want to see more of our story on the 72, we have 4 or 5 videos that were posted almost a year ago, or over a year ago now. You can go check that out and see how we first got into Rolls-Royces. It's quite a story. This one looks like it doesn't run, but it does run and drive. This one's just a long-term project for us.
Well, I was trying to shoot a video showing all the stuff on this car that worked and didn't work, and the float sunk in the car, but I figured that's what was wrong with it. I took the top of the float bowl off and the needle moves freely. But if you look in here, the float is sunk. It's not floating at all. It's under the gas. So that's the problem. We're gonna get it out of there, and still a float out of our parts carbs. Pan over there. Came off the other car. One of those was good. Well, I took the float out of the parts carb. One of those didn't work, but one did, so. Stick that in there, put all these vacuum lines back on, then we'll start this thing and see if it is good to go. I ain't tightening none of that back up right now.
So last time I touched this piece and got yelled at because I broke it.
This one's already broken.
But this one's already broke. And in addition, I sold this piece on eBay for what? 80 bucks?
Yeah, broken.
I sold it on eBay for 80 bucks broken, so whatever.
That's a holly on it now, so who cares? And if this one doesn't cooperate, it's gonna get a holly swap also. These SUs are like hot garbage. And if you could get parts for them, that'd be fun. Will it work and not puke fuel everywhere? I'd say that's a winner. Start over here with the door and see if we have windows working. Driver's window requires help. Passenger window works-ish. Rear windows don't work at all. That's going to require fixing. Power locks work on 3 doors. That back one, does that one work?
No.
Oh, there it goes. so that doesn't work. I don't actually know what that is. Probably a light of some sort. The oil check works. The coolant light comes on when I do that, so maybe it needs coolant. Debatable. We checked the lights the other day. The turn signals work in here. They don't work outside, probably just bulbs. Right and left both work. The blower motor was working the other day, and then it let the magic smoke out. I didn't get that on video. So that doesn't work anymore. We'll fix that. Wipers? Wipers work. Beautiful. Does the... I don't know how the washer works in these cars. I don't know how you use it. Radio antenna? Up and down? That does not work. Maybe it works if I turn the radio on. I know it's got an aftermarket radio. That does not work.
What's this map do?
That's the, turned it on. Should be that light above you. Nope, that does not work. May need a bulb. Do the seats work? Will work.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, they work-ish. Passenger one works.
Ooh, up and down.
Okay, beautiful. So all that's working.
What about radio balance and panel light?
I'm not gonna do radio balance because I don't want to play music because the internet will yell at us for playing music. Horn works. She's a little horny. The gas gauge works. The amp gauge works. The speedometer worked when I ran it down the road. So we have a fairly functional car. Mirror adjust works. That's mechanical, so I can't imagine it wouldn't work. Okay. Very elegant ashtray. I guess everyone smoked in the 70s. Do the hazards work? That'd be a negative. Well, everything you see in this video that doesn't work, we're going to go through and make it work. The clock's working. The time's not correct, but the clock's working. We're going to go through and make all this stuff work. We're going to start with the brakes because that's a safety issue and we want to drive the car. The interior lights are working there, working there. The back ones don't appear to be working. But they may not be up in the back door. I'm not sure how they're wired. Power steering works nicely. It does have a little bit of pump noise, which makes me think it's low. Probably has a leak. We'll fix that. The gear selector. Reverse. There's a bushing in the back that's worn out also. I hear it clunk. We're going to fix that. Neutral. Drive. I'm assuming those two work. So that all works as it should. It's the fuel door pop. Yep,
I heard it.
I heard it. So that works. Actually, that might be trunk. I don't know if that's fuel door or trunk, but whatever it is, it works. So, that's a rundown of this car. We're going to go through and fix everything on it and make it work. The AC compressor is currently running, and one line's cold-ish and one line's hot-ish, but the fan doesn't work. So I think the AC will work. It may need some Freon, but it will work. I don't know what else I can show you about it. Everything in this car needs to be lubed. We're going to go over it and give it a real good once-over. The choke works correctly. It idled down. But we're going to get everything working and we're going to drive this one around a little bit. Enjoy it, and it will be for sale eventually. The fuel door pop does work. So it came around here and it's open. And it's got a little metal plate that says unleaded gasoline only. That is severely over-engineered. And that may be the heaviest gas cap I've ever seen on a passenger car. I've seen gas caps like this on like big truck stuff, but that is very well made.
Definitely don't want to forget that one at the gas station.
No, definitely not. I'm sure it's $1 million. Everything else of these cars. And these white walls have got to go. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier or not, but it is too much white wall on the black car. It needs to be a little more subtle.
but it felt really weird.
Yeah, those are control arm bushing or something. When you get done with that, get in this car and hold the brake and go from reverse to drive.
Okay.
I think the whole crossing was falling.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Well, it's easier. I think the bolts are loose.
Oh, well, I guess it could be better. There you go.
Hit the throttle once and knock it off fast idle, and then do the... I don't care. You can just go from reverse to drive and back to whatever. I just want you to load it in both directions.
It has a problem going from neutral out of the drive. There we go.
Alright, go the other way. Do it again. Other way. Okay. Do it one more time.
Like, have you had it catch right here? Like, it catches in neutral and then it has to let off of it.
Alright, go back the other way. Are you not holding the brakes while you're doing this?
Like that? Yeah.
Alright, you're good.
I was having trouble with the shifter, and I wanted you guys to see why. It has a shifter gate. Is that what this is called?
It's got a gate on like a
Keeper.
column shift, which is super weird. I guess it's not weird for British stuff, but it's weird for our
American stuff.
Well, that's all for this video. We just wanted to do a quick video kind of showing the rolls, and we wanted to get a bill of health to figure out a game plan. But in the meantime, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.